Oh, shit.
Started out with a good sniff. Get that out, get out of the way.
No, you gotta say hi to the audience.
I gotta. Okay. So, hello, fuckers, and welcome to the greatest episode of the podcast thus far.
That's what it's called. That's right. That right there is the title. The greatest thus far. It is actually a thing where we always tell our fans what the title of the episode they're already watching is.
What we should do is we should get you should like tweet out the we should make like a Discord and just get as many fucking people in it as possible, and then we'll record that as a podcast.
How many people can we get just screaming into their mics at the same time?
What is Lemon?
If I retweet it, I'm sure I can get some people in here.
We just get like 3,000 people in one, and we'll call it the Clusterfuck Podcast.
Can you do that?
I sat in PewDiePie's Discord, and there was like 25 people in it, all just screaming down their microphones. It was like going to the gates of Hades.
Just marching to the gates of hell and just hearing the screams of the damned.
I'm pretty sure he was in the same chat room spamming his fucking soundboard.
That sounds like Felix.
Just spamming the family-friendly Felix thing.
Like, I couldn't tell because I couldn't see the names, but all I heard, I was like, so many different soundboards were playing. I'm like, oh god, this is what he's done. And we had like three people that were like decent. We made a separate chat room called the Sanctum. Or not the Sanctum. We called it the Bunker. That's right, the Bunker.
You just hide out in the bunker when everyone else is screaming.
Yeah, we were in the Fallout bunker, just watching everyone else fry.
Some men just watch the world burn.
Can we just like go into that Discord and just like record that?
No, that's such a bad idea.
For an hour, and that's just our podcast.
That's the entire podcast.
Yeah, that's just it.
Incoherent. Like fun idea. Welcome to the Incoherent Screaming Podcast. We're your host, and
if you can discern us from everyone else talking,
we're put subtitles at the bottom.
Put subtitles is just what we're saying. We're talking about completely random shit.
Subtitles in Japanese.
No, every other letter is a different language.
Correct.
Mix the Russian alphabet in with like the English.
How many languages actually have like a letter alphabet? Because I know not all of them do.
Yeah, Spanish, Russian.
I guess it'd probably be easier to figure out which ones don't have a letter alphabet.
China. Well, Chinese. China.
Pretty much all of the Asian.
A lot of Asiatic languages.
Because they all like derive from the same root.
Yeah, because one symbol or one character can represent a bunch of shit.
This character represents my ass, for example.
So I gotta ask, you said you were homeschooled earlier, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what is graduation like at homeschooling?
Well, the dogs sit in the chairs. I go up to the stand. My mom goes, and our only graduating student of the 2017 class, Damien, and I go up and say thank you. I look at my dogs and walk off the stage.
No speech.
You gotta give your valedictorian class president.
Were you the valedictorian, or was the dog the valedictorian?
The small dapple dachshund was the valedictorian. Goes up on the couple of milk crates of a stage.
Just barks.
Turns out your dog is Gabe the dog.
The most eloquent bark I ever hear.
Then you just hear the graduation song play as he walks off.
Circumstance.
My dogs are assholes. I was making food. I was making a taco, and I leave it on the counter for about 30 seconds to grab a drink. I come back. My youngest dog, but the tallest one, Bella, is on her hind legs eating the taco off the fucking counter, and I drop my drink and I go, and like, there's so many emotions that flew by me in 1 second. It was like shock, anger, depression. It was a bad time for me.
You went through all 5 stages of grief in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
I have a dog named Bella. She's a little Yorkie. And there was one time I didn't mean to, but I accidentally punted her across our living room. I was standing there and she just started shitting on my foot.
Wait, this was in house?
This was in the house.
I've heard this story before.
and she just started shitting. And of course, I'm not just gonna sit there. I freaked out and flicked my foot, and poor Bella just flew across the living room.
What'd she hit?
She landed on the couch.
Okay, I mean, at least you didn't like hit a fucking wall.
Dude, you hit a goal kick on Bella.
Oh,
I'm just sitting outside of the room. It's good.
laces out.
She's just dropping some chocolate mousse on your toes, and you fucking kick her.
Did she actually shit on your foot? Like, did you get shit on your foot?
Yeah, I got shit on my foot. That's how I noticed. I felt something brown. I felt something warm.
You felt something brown.
I felt the brown.
Evan can feel colors. It's kind of like being able to smell flavors.
Evan, I'm not sure how you can feel colors, buddy, but I want to know whatever drug that is so I can take it later.
That is all of them.
A gallon of PCP a day.
I blended all the drugs in the known world and just drank it.
Tastes like I might die.
This tastes like sensory overload. What is today again?
For some reason, I taste metal. Oh shit, that's my blood.
I've discovered gravity. Jesus Christ.
What feels like copper in my mouth? Oh, that's my blood.
Oh, it's certain death.
When I was a young boy, when I was a young boy, I ate Fritos and I broke, I guess, my gums. So my gums started bleeding. But the disgusting creature that was young me, I just kept eating Doritos. Like, I dipped it in the blood that was coming out of my gums.
Hey, I think you might be a vampire.
Hey, you gotta recycle, man.
Wait, do have vampires, like you're half vampire, half human, do they still have blood? Can they drink their own blood?
Yeah, I think so. They should be able to. But then they turn themselves full vampire.
I was gonna say you'd probably go full vampire at that point.
I don't know if that's how it would work.
Yeah, dude.
Here's a question for you. You got to fuck one, marry one, kill one, okay?
Okay.
Here's your options. You got Danny DeVito. You got Kevin James. And you have Steve Buscemi. You got to fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Okay, that's easy. I fuck Steve Buscemi, marry Danny DeVito, and I kill the other one whose name I already forgot.
Paul Blart.
You kill Kevin James, star of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes, I would kill
Paul
Kevin
Blart
James.
Mall Cop 2.
Don't forget The Zookeeper, which I will argue that was a good movie. I like
Zookeeper.
I never watched The Zookeeper. I also only watched the first Paul Blart movie.
It's one of the better Kevin James movies.
I think for me, I would fuck Danny DeVito. I would kill Steve Buscemi, get rid of his buggy-eyed face, and then I would marry Kevin James, Paul Blart Mall Cop, because he's got money.
And he's got a Segway.
I want him to fuck me on his Segway.
I want him to put me on the handlebars and fuck me raw.
Paul Blart.
I would fuck Danny DeVito for his monster dong.
No, he's got a Magnum dong.
For his Magnum dong. I'd kill Kevin James, and I would marry fucking Steve Buscemi.
You would marry Steve Buscemi.
Just because I want family portraits done.
Steve Buscemi wouldn't Steve Buscemi.
We all had kind of different answers.
Does Steve Buscemi have children?
Probably. He's been around.
He's been around a long time.
He's been around a long time. That's reason enough, right?
He's been around. You know what I mean?
He's been around the block. He's got to have he probably piped some broad, put a few kids in her.
Drank a glass full of AIDS.
Drank a glass full of AIDS.
I'm thirsty. Can I have a glass of AIDS, please?
You guys got any AIDS? Yeah, we got one bottle left.
You guys got a cup of chlamydia I could down?
Yeah, there actually used to be a diet candy called AIDS.
Yeah. Strangely, they went out of business around the 70s.
When AIDS broke out.
When AIDS, you were behind it.
It's not even a joke.
It's a conspiracy theory. Someone is the dietary candy.
CIA created AIDS just to get rid of the gay population.
No, they got rid of it to get rid of AIDS candy. They don't like people losing weight. Can you lose weight from candy? What?
Yeah, it actually.
Did it work?
Apparently, I've heard it worked.
You gotta get them back.
Help you lose weight.
Get them a better publicist, maybe.
You know what would really help lose weight? A good diet and exercise, even though most people can't afford it.
I prefer liposuction.
No, Cody just takes a lot of diuretics.
I do. I take so many fucking metabolism pills.
All you do is you do Kegel exercises.
Like, no joke. I'm actually trying to lose weight. So I take like 8 metabolism pills a day, and I drink like a shit ton of green tea, and I only eat like almonds and shit, like food that increases your metabolism.
Oh shit!
All right, I also eat fucking junk, but
don't do it that way. You're doing it. Relying on pills to make yourself healthier is a really fucking stupid way to do it. Sorry, but
I mean, I also work out like 2 hours a day.
Yes, Cody.
No, diet is the most important part. That's like that. What I do is I use the ketogenic diet, and basically that is, and you're not like this, but it's necessary. It's low carbs. It's low carbs, which means no French fries, no potatoes, no rice.
But I love my portatas.
Shut up.
Okay.
This is my podcast now.
Okay. We're guests on Damien's podcast
Welcome to the Loudmouth podcast.
we're the guests for today, Cody and Evan.
It's going on their channel.
Hosted by your friend Ramsey. Don't blow your voice out.
Ramsey.
Don't fucking blow your voice out on that.
Anyway.
The Ramsey for us today.
No, I don't want you to blow your voice out. It's like an hour of podcast. So.
Just does Ramsey the entire rest of the 50 minutes.
What would I make? Cody and I joked about that one day, and I'm like, he would blow the fuck out.
I was like, can we just have him do the Ramsey voice the entire podcast?
No. By the end of it, they'd just be like rattling like a penny inside a tin can.
We have to talk just like so you can recover for a minute here and there.
Yeah, I have like 8 bottles of water by me just for this very occasion.
We're like calling up companies trying to find sponsors, even though we don't make money off of this.
Wait, very important question. Sparkling water or regular water?
Well, I am a slut, so I love me some good sparkling water.
Dude, I keep finding people that actually like love sparkling water, like over regular water.
I prefer regular water.
This is such a weird thing to be talking about. The first time I had sparkling water, I didn't know it existed until I actually went to Greece. Mm-hmm. And they don't drink like regular water there. Like they pretty much only drink sparkling water. And they gave me a glass and I drank it and I actually spat it out. I was like, what is this? And they're like,
it's carbonated water.
Yeah, it's carbonated water.
Oh, so
and
it's
I'm
club soda.
Yeah, it's just club soda. It tastes so bad.
Yeah, it does.
It's gross.
It tastes like shit.
Like yeah, the first time I had it,
I drink Fago.
I did spit it out, and unfortunately, my poor sister was in front of me, so she got the full blast.
You get in her eyes because that'll burn.
Don't take this podcast out of context.
Or do.
That's why I only drink USA, man.
Next time you see me, I'll be on NBC's Dateline with Chris Hansen. So
why don't you take a seat?
Well, it seems like you, as it was, gave your sister the full frontal blast. What does that mean?
I'd like you to explain what that means to me right now.
Chris, I don't
catch me outside. How about that?
That wasn't Dateline.
No, it was
Dr. Phil.
I'm sure someone said that in Dateline already.
Oh, no doubt.
It's like catch me outside. How about that is actually a very common saying that's been used throughout history.
Dude, look at Napoleon.
Napoleon coined the phrase.
It was Napoleon Dynamite.
all you hear is like it's a snowy field in like Russia. Napoleon's looking at the battlefield, and all you hear through the field is "Catch me outside, how about that?" Followed by
the sound of horse hooves in the snow, and then everybody gets shot to shit.
I would love for like the great wars of history, the annals of history, to all have "Catch me outside." How about that?
Just like
you just see a picture of Washington crossing the Delaware, and it's captioned "Catch me outside." How about that?
No, it's like the U.S. Constitution.
The preamble starts with "Catch me outside." How about that?
You're the people of the United States.
In order to catch me outside, how about that?
The preamble's a fucking YouTube video transcript talking about his free Minecraft gift card giveaway.
It's the entire script to the B movie.
The preamble says, in order to enter this giveaway, you must like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then comment down below.
Wait, I got an idea. The entire B movie, but every time they say B, someone reads the preamble of the Constitution, but every time somebody in the Constitution says people, it shows the girl saying "Catch me outside." How about that?
I love the idea of the B movie, whenever the word B is uttered, someone reads the entire preamble to the United States of America's Constitution.
Somebody make that.
But like, it doesn't cut. It pauses, and then some guy in a green screen walks into frame.
It's just Filthy Frank. He comes out with a bad green screen background. Just
We the people of the United States. Oh, God.
That's a good idea. Somebody do that.
I'll text him right now because, you know.
Somebody text Filthy Frank.
Oh, don't worry. I'll call him up right now. I have his number.
Yeah,
he's got his personal phone number.
Don't worry. I'll do it right now. Just take a listen to this. You ready? You ready?
Where's the calling tone?
I dialed 911.
They just answer, hello? Yes, you are on the Profane podcast.
Yeah,
Is there an emergency? Yes, we need you on the podcast.
Let me see something. Let me actually call Frank. I got it. Oh shit! I just loaded my SIM card. Did I just clear out all my contacts? Oh, whoops.
Oh, what's the big deal, really?
All right, let's see here. All right, come on, Frank.
Here we go. We gotta wait for this phone call to go through.
Yeah.
Please enter your password, then press pound.
Oh.
What's your password?
No, then he has the. Can't tell you guys my password.
Why not?
Hey, you know what Steam always says? Always share your password.
It's the opposite of what they say.
Passwords. And now, one thing that's important for podcasts, boys and girls, is to always turn off your phone notification sounds. Turn it to silence. That way, no one can hear you go on Twitter.
There's actually I think in almost every episode we have, one of us gets like a text and our phones are right next to the mic and it picks it up and we're like, shit.
So you'll either hear incoming message or Cody's phone will go. Brrr.
Mine doesn't go. It goes. Get right.
Dude, there's a difference in the sound. You gotta fucking understand.
One of them is more high pitched.
Welcome to the Couples Therapy Podcast. I'm the mediator for this particular episode.
He never looks me in the eyes during.
Today we have two scorned lovers battling their differences out on the video scope.
I'm sorry, I'm just really bad at talking to women.
You never hang the towels over the curtain. You always leave them on the floor.
To really spice up this podcast, I've gone to omnipositive.com with 101 thought-provoking questions to help break the ice.
All right, that's a good idea. And as soon as this train stops being a dickhead.
Number 1, what TV show do you identify most with?
Hey Arnold.
To Catch a Child Predator.
I identify the most with The View, particularly Whoopi Goldberg.
I would like to change mine to 48 hours.
I'd like to change mine to 60 minutes.
I would like to change mine to BBC at 10.
I would like to change mine to 16 and pregnant.
I would like to change mine to Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Oh, fuck.
I actually remember that show.
I used to love that fucking show.
I did not watch it a lot.
Dude.
Here we go. Number 15. What did you dream about last night?
I didn't have a dream.
Yes, you did. You still remember.
Yeah. The only thing I truly remember was at 6 a.m, Cody's mom busting in and yelling at Cody because he didn't put the laundry away.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, she kind of just burst into my room at random hours. Recklessly.
Cody and Evan are fast asleep. His mom busts in, yells at Cody. Evan wakes up in his pants.
It's just 3 a.m. I'm like, what do you want?
See, Evan stays at Cody's place because back home there's kangaroos in this house and they won't let him in.
That is actually true. His house is populated entirely by kangaroos.
I'm just trying to imagine me opening the door and just getting fucking dropped by a kangaroo.
You're all out in might and fucking close it.
God, what was that movie? Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah.
Where they boxed with a kangaroo. No, the movie was about a boxer kangaroo.
Kangaroo Jack,
but you're not allowed in.
Sorry there, mate.
Sorry there, mate, but you're not allowed in.
Good day, mate.
This is for kangaroos only. Australian accent.
This is for kangaroos only. Humans are overrated.
But my 3-year-old nephew and my family is inside.
I said humans are overrated.
They just kick him out in the backyard.
Your nieces and nephews are in the backyard. No, backyard.
Backyard.
It's in the outback.
They're in the backyard.
They put some shrimp on the barbie.
Hello, welcome to the Racist Podcast.
We put your nieces and nephews on the Barbie.
Oh,
That's some crazy kangaroos right there.
lovely. They're just lovely people.
They're actually drop bears in disguise.
It becomes a rape.
Imagine the Boss Baby, but the Boss Baby's Scottish.
Hold on.
Hello, I'm the. Oh, fuck, hold on.
That's a terror. What was that?
That was
calling me the
Russian.
Boss Baby.
Hello, I am the boss baby.
They're calling me the Boss Baby. I'm here to be the boss of your babies.
Would Scottish boss baby be able to play bagpipes?
Of course.
As a baby?
It'll play Bluebells by the Scottish song Bluebells.
So
Hey, game theory. Is the boss baby really Sans from Undertale? Game theory. That's just a theory. A game theory.
Is Sans Undertale really the Boss Baby?
probably.
I give him so much shit, but I actually sometimes like game theory.
I have never actually watched the game theory video that you haven't showed to me.
I was gonna say I showed you the Undyne is the Pope one.
Yeah, where he gave a copy of Undertale to the Pope.
Yeah, the Matt Pat gave a copy of Undertale to the Pope.
Yeah,
As a
I saw
gift.
that.
Was it like a Steam card?
Yeah, it was a Steam card.
I don't think the Pope has Steam.
No.
Look up the Pope on Steam so you feel like it.
What's the Pope's Steam ID? The Pope called me.
It's capital X, lowercase x, God is love, lowercase x, capital X.
The Pope called me a faggot in Counter-Strike.
He called me faggot. I didn't know he was such a dick.
Right, the Pope be mean to me.
The people's Pope my ass.
Hey,
The Pope told me I must repent to get rid of my whack-ass skill.
He told me if I wanted to improve my KDR, I better pray to Jesus that he doesn't find me.
The Pope just fucking kicks ass. He's like
timeline.
by himself. Takes out the entire team.
It's just him against like 20 people.
Guys, we're getting closer and closer to 1 o'clock, and you know what that means.
I don't dare ask what that means.
Ass pick of the night. Ass pick of the night.
That's right. Whoever sends Damien ass pics, if you're watching this, we love you. Please keep up. Please keep up the good work.
Keep doing
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate this.
But nobody else join them. Otherwise, just a copy. Nobody likes
Ass pick
copycats.
of the night. Ass pick of the night.
You ever screenshot the ass pic of the night?
Ass pick of the night. Ass pick of the night.
I just like to imagine it's like 12:59 and you're singing that song to yourself in complete darkness, just waiting for somebody to send it.
Your parents just walk by your room.
What is he singing?
What is
Ass pic of the night?
I'll be here right over.
What the fuck is that?
What's he singing? He opens the door. Ass pick of the night.
And
You're just like sitting there, like with your holding your phone, just the glow illuminating your face, wrapped up in a big blanket.
and the slap is in your hand slapping. It's just you, just two pumps, just that's it.
It's me slapping my dick to my thigh.
Spider-Man friend or foe.
Have you seen that, Damien?
Yeah.
It's my favorite video on the internet.
And then when
I thought the screaming mud skippers was your favorite.
and then when I finally get the ass pick of that, I go, yay!
And then you go to sleep.
Do you ever respond?
I've responded to a couple, yeah.
How do you respond to that?
Thanks.
Well, you see, if I get sent a nude, I find an obligation to send one back. So
Wait, hold on. Evan, grab my phone.
I already sent you both dick pics, so don't even trip.
Don't even try this.
He's already sent nudes. Don't even bother.
The haters say it's glass.
I was like,
What
the
is
fuck
glass?
it? And then you're like, it's glass. And I was like, oh,
What is it?
it's a vase, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a giant vase.
You just have like a giant vase just chilling.
I could turn that into a bong and destroy my lungs.
Do it. You won't. Hold on, let me take the biggest bong rip ever. Hold on.
Let me take the biggest bong rip of all time, and then I'm going to kill myself after it.
Jesus.
I think the bong rip will do it for you.
Oh yeah. Let's get a little serious. So you're moving here in a bit, right? Cross country.
Yes.
How is your family handling that?
They want me gone.
They are ecstatic.
They're ready for you to be fucking out of the house.
I've overstayed my welcome here.
You've been there for 18 years too many.
Yes. I'm actually a failed abortion.
Little known factoid.
I don't have a belly button.
Why?
He's a prom night dumpster baby.
Once it hits 12 o'clock, actually, once it hits 11:40, you're going to hear my ass pick of the night song chant again. just to let you know when that cycles around.
Every 10 minutes, he's just going to start singing that.
Every time, ass pick.
Ass pick of the night. Ass pick of the night.
Can you add in post, can you add like a little jazz tune to go with it?
Yeah, probably.
Sure, why not?
We just have to have Damien on every single podcast. Just call him up on Discord and just
wait. Hold on. It's 1. Let's see if he got it.
It's 1 a.m. It's time for your favorite segment. Ass pick of the night.
And then you gotta screenshot it and send it to us so we can put it on the thumbnail.
Tonight's ass pick of the night is sent to us from blah 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 of Pasadena, California.
She likes long walks on the beach and sending her ass to me.
She enjoys fidget spinners and playing Minecraft with her bros.
There's a fidget spinner mod on Minecraft that actually is like really realistically stupid for some reason. Like you can actually like spin it and shit in the game.
I'm surprised you guys haven't found one for Gmod yet to fuck with.
Because we don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to look.
I don't know. You guys got the fucking vapes.
But the vapes are classy. They're all for Robin.
It's true. All right, let me go ahead and set an alarm real quick for my next ass pick of the night. Let me just record this.
Set a thing to go every 10 minutes.
Ass pick of the night. Ass pick of the night. All right, cool. So that's 5 seconds. That. Ass pick of the night. Ass pick of the night. Perfect.
Beautiful.
So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make that our alarm.
Thank you. What kind of phone do you have?
With LG Aristo.
Beautiful.
Now that we know exactly what phone he has, we can hack him. Quick, I need you to tell me your social security number.
No.
You've been bamboozled.
Yes, I have.
We've tricked him into giving us his social security number, which is no.
Okay. I have an alarm set for 6 minutes from now.
Perfect.
Beautiful. We're ready to go.
Now we're ready. Let's think of another generic topic to hold us for 6 minutes.
All right, well, let's talk about the real thing of fidget spinner pornography. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about it a little bit last night, but fidget spinner pornography is actually the new trending shit.
It's the wave of the future.
Soon, people will just replace their genitals with fidget spinners.
It's funny. We actually brought that up to Cody's dad today. We were talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, I already knew that existed."
The fact that my father looks up fidget spinner porn.
Hello, I am Cody's father. I've drifted off to fidget spinner porn.
I don't want to think of that one.
Yeah, I don't need that image like ever.
Dude, I hope I've given you both this image tonight.
Earlier, we were talking about how Cody's girlfriend, how she has a really bad gag reflex.
Kaylin don't listen to this podcast either.
Speaking of which, Cody, how's your girlfriend?
She's good. She is Russian. She was born in Russia.
Got adopted.
She was adopted when she was 3 months old. She loves fidget spinner porn.
Do I know why she has a bad gag reflex? Oversized uvula.
Is that the official reasoning for why women have bad gag reflexes?
I would assume so. All my girlfriends had no gag reflex, so I mean,
because you surgically removed their uvula beforehand.
Yeah.
Put a pair of scissors in there, just kind of snip.
All right, open wide.
Say
Hello, please move.
Is there a problem over there?
Is there a problem?
Hey, is there a problem over there?
We're gonna have a problem here.
Do I gotta come over and remove your uvula?
I'm not gonna have to come over. What's a fella gotta do to get some apple juice?
Oh my God, stop. I hate it.
What's a fella gotta do to get some apple juice?
Have you seen that too?
Yeah.
Evan just shows me that like every 4 minutes. I hate it.
It's the greatest thing.
What the fuck? What is the World Cup? Fuck you, train.
God damn. Cody lives by a train.
Can you hear the train?
I heard that train. Welcome to Ohio.
Pretty much. I live like maybe 100 feet from a train track. That's owned by Amtrak, so it's really
train
fucking
station.
busy.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are the worst because I was typing in that video again to find it, and I typed in apple train instead of apple juice.
Apple train.
Look out! The Apple train.
Apple makes trains now. They're super fast but very expensive.
What's a fella gotta do to get some apple train?
Just the kid from ASDF movie. I like apple trains. Gets hit by an apple. And a train. Why are you pointing a fake blunderbuss in my head?
You're dead.
I guess I'm dead now.
There's if you keep hearing us go quiet, it's because we're looking up at this fucking stink bug.
There's a stink bug. We have this lamp in my room that has like a blue light in it that we just turn on when we record because we're fucking idiots, I guess. Right. And there's a goddamn stink bug just flying around in it every 3 minutes. He just goes.
I have a list of questions from Ask Reddit.
All right.
Gamers of Reddit, for this is going to be us three gentlemen here.
Right.
What does a game do to make you quit completely?
Bullshit.
For me, it's when a save corrupts.
I actually agree with that. That sucks.
Yeah. After the third time I attempt, I become so enraged and so pissed off. I have been known to throw controllers. I once threw my computer, and I once also punched a hole through a wall.
Evan gets mad at games.
I feel like Evan's the kind of guy to quit Pokemon after he couldn't catch a Rattata.
He couldn't catch a Rattata.
This game sucks.
Fuck this game. No, I actually almost did that when I was playing Pokemon Gold. The fucking Whitney, there's like third gym leader in her stupid milk tank.
Here's a good one that you two can answer. So I'm guessing you two spend a lot of time at each other's houses, primarily Evan with Cody's house. What's the weirdest thing you've seen at Cody's house that Cody thought was completely normal? Other than him being there.
Yeah, that's all you, man.
Oh, God damn it. I once walked into the kitchen and his mother wasn't wearing any clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's how it is at my house, too.
That's a topic right there. That I don't want to talk about, but my mother is
she doesn't like wearing clothing?
Yeah, she kind of just walks around the house nude as shit, and she like open the door to my room and like yell at me, and I'm like, what the fuck, why are you yelling at me?
This was back before I had a car, and my stepdad was coming into town and he dropped me off here at Cody's at like 2 a.m. So I came here, I slept, and then I would leave for school, which our high school, the old building, they got a new one this year, is like maybe 10, 20 minutes away from his house.
Yeah, if you walk.
Yeah. And I just remember one morning, I laid down and she burst in. She's like, "Oh, Evan, I didn't know you were here. I would have worn clothes." And she's like, "Don't look." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to go back to sleep now."
Burn your corneas.
It's a good thing I'm an ordained minister. I can make holy water.
It's not hard to become an ordained minister, though.
Let's talk about some raw topics. You know what's a raw? You want to know what a raw topic is?
Yeah, sure.
It's let's see. Let's go to twittermoments.com. Baby Groot dancing in the sequel was inspired by James Gunn's movies. Well, that's not a topic. Let's talk about parents or Reddit. What's one thing you never want your kid to find out? My nephew is 13 now, going on 14 in high school. His father was in jail for a year for drug possession and trafficking, and his mother was a porn star and had a golden shower video online for a while.
Yeah! It's that time of the night.
We're getting there. We only an hour and 20 minutes away.
We're an hour. This podcast will not last that long, so you will all not be here when he gets the ass pick of the night.
But hey, we might still be in a call, so they'll tell you when he gets it.
He just sends us a video on Snapchat like ass pic. Wait, we need 2 phones for that.
We're gonna be so fucking confused when we hear that, simply because these podcasts go out on the last Friday of the month.
Yeah, this actually I don't think we told you this, Damien. This won't actually come out until like the
last Friday.
the last Friday of June.
When it comes out, I'm going because what I was gonna do is I'm gonna tweet out the podcast once it's out, and I'm just be like, listen to these 2 bozos talk to Cody.
Talk to Cody.
Yeah, the 30th of June.
Everybody check out my new podcast. I had these two guests on it.
By the way, we're already on like episode 10.
Yeah, we only do a podcast a month, so these aren't like very regular.
It was funny because originally we were like, let's do a weekly podcast, and then we were like, fuck that.
No, at one point I think we did 3 podcasts in 1 week because we had nothing else to do.
We recorded a shit ton of them, and then we just released them week after week.
Yeah, we just released them like all at once because we were like, well, screw it.
Oh,
that was before we had our go-to Pokemon Showdown thing that we just do if nothing else is available. If nothing else is available, we just did a podcast.
What's
Pretty much.
What's always weird is I always get notifications for Bree and Robin on my phone because we follow them on Profane Entertainment.
We follow everybody on that. We just found a bunch of verified people, started following them. And because that's how you get the followers.
If you want a Breezy sticker, they're on sale now.
Oh, I want a Breezy sticker.
Well, there you go. That's what the tweet was about.
Did she just tweet that out?
Yeah, I think just now. I know Robin just liked it. Yeah, and actually, no, she tweeted it out at 8:45.
Man, that wasn't even within the ass pick of the night range.
Oh, they're for Patreon supporters. Never mind.
Yeah, they're all Patreon. They're Patreon perks.
Hey, yeah. Damien,
well, it makes sense because
do you support her on Patreon?
Do what?
You support her on Patreon?
No.
Oh, good. We don't either. We have no money.
We have our own Patreon. We make $0 a month.
I thought we deleted that.
It's just sitting there.
We didn't delete it. We just stopped like linking it.
Yeah.
I have one, but I have it as just a Patreon only. I don't have it set to a creator page, so no one can pledge to me. Take that, YouTube system.
Yeah, screw you. I make money from people who can't access my Patreon.
Yeah.
Can we just make a Kickstarter to get our account?
Kickstarter to make a Patreon.
Yeah, can we get Kickstarter to make a Patreon for Kickstarter?
We need $5,000 to make this Patreon account possible.
Here's all the crap you could get. You could then support us on Patreon.
One of Evan's socks.
Vern Troyer is 27 donuts tall.
That is a statistic I didn't think I would ever hear in my entire life.
Vern Troyer is the guy who played Mini-Me.
Oh, yeah. I've met him.
He's 27 donuts tall.
Yes.
How large are the donuts?
They're normal-sized donuts. What do you
Donuts
think?
don't have like a uniform size.
He's a small man. I have met him.
You met
Donut
him?
units, man. Donut units of measurement, dude.
Is a donut a unit in any way, shape, or form similar to a bushel?
Yes.
They're actually the exact same thing.
A bushel of donut.
Can anyone explain to me why a baker's dozen exists?
Because
it's just a dozen plus one.
But it's because that baker wants that extra snack for later, so he puts it in, and therefore it's a baker's dozen because he's a fat fuck.
Okay.
Well, you see, the baker's dozen, basically, if you want to know where they came from, a lot of people believe it kind of originated from the practice of medieval English bakers giving an extra loaf when selling a dozen in order to avoid being penalized for selling short weight. And it's not really true. It appears to be true, but we can't say a lot. Basically, England has a long history of like trade regulations. Like bakers were regulated by like I forget what the guild's called, but it's like it dates back to like the reign of Henry II. And the law caused bakers to be so like scared, and or it was the law was called like the assize or the assists of bread and ale. And then when Henry III took over in like 1266, he revived an ancient statute which regulated the price of bread according to the price of wheat. So bakers or brewers who gave short measure could be fined, pilloried, or flogged. And that's why it's presumed that they gave an extra loaf of bread.
Did you have this memorized, or did you look it up on Wikipedia?
Or did you just make all that shit up right there?
You'll never know.
It's the greatest mystery of all time.
He says as he slowly...
Is he actually a genius?
Or as I slowly close out Google Chrome.
Delete your history.
Well,
like
no.
your hard drive.
What other
Just set your whole computer on fire?
what other terms are you curious about?
Where the term cunnilingus came from.
Okay, cunnilingus. You want to know what cunnilingus?
No, I'm good.
Basically, humans are infuriating creatures. You know, we don't want to know how or when or what. We want to know why. So we ask why cunnilingus?
Because it sounds funny.
You know, yeah, that's exactly
enough reasoning for me.
Because it sounds funny.
Because it's a funny word.
It makes me giggle.
You know what makes me giggle?
Here's a good what makes you giggle.
The very mention of the Hutus and Tutsis?
No, when people make eye contact with me for more than 2 seconds. Go away. Don't look at me.
You guys want to hear the greatest? You want to know the history about you look as if you dragged to a hedge backwards?
I've never heard that statement. Like,
well, I guess basically it's said to someone who's unkempt. Their hair needs to be brushed.
Wait, what hair are we talking about?
Okay,
armpit hair.
How you guys want to know the origin of a chain is only as strong as its weakest link?
Sure, let's hear that one. I've heard that one before.
Well, basically,
knowledge.
We come across the phrase "the weakest link" in a lot of like popular TV shows, such as
The Weakest Link.
The popular, that originated in the UK, hosted by Anne Robinson, and was later syndicated in other countries. And the show relies on the demonstration of the abysmal lack of general knowledge by the many participating contestants as an example of humiliation television. So it is clearly a literal fact that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, of the conversion of the notion into a figurative phrase that was established in the language by the 18th century in Thomas S. Reed's essay on the intellectual powers of man in 1786. And that included this line. It said, in every chain of reasoning, the evidence of the last conclusion can be no greater than that of the weakest link of the chain, whatever may be the strength of the rest.
Now I know you read that out of Wikipedia. Knowledge.
I read that on phrases.org.uk/meanings.
The UK.
It's where I go.
Turmoil at all.
It's where I go to. You know, guys, I'm still upset about Manchester.
I'm mad I missed it. I heard it was a blast.
Well, you know, C4, it's things like that, man. Things you say like that, they're just really bad. It brings out the most explosive behavior in people, you know? It's almost bad as Hillsborough, which was such a crushing.
I would stoop to your guys' level.
You know, and then, you know, like, we have what just happened in London, you know, and by the time you guys hear this, I'm sure I'm sure the people who I'm talking about will be rolling in their grave, like the families rolling over their corpses. But that's besides the point.
All I know is I really want to go to an Ariana Grande concert. I heard it was a blast.
Fucking took my joke.
When Ariana hits that high C.
I heard the pyrotechnics were fucking amazing.
Wasn't it like an episode of South Park where they had like a bomb set that would go off when somebody hit a high note or something?
Fuck, I don't remember what it was.
I think it was like they were playing football or something, and it was supposed to blow up a donkey.
So, do you guys know about the Hillsborough incident?
No.
I have a feeling we're about to.
It's where 96 Liverpool fans were crushed by a vehicle, I believe. And, you know,
I heard about
it's actually now a sex position, and me and my missus, we like to do it in the Hillsborough position, and basically it's where I do her from behind, pressed against the fence until she becomes breathless. That's how I like to
It's how I like to fuck.
Beautiful. Speaking of fucking, let's go into a fun segment where I talk about how I'm socially awkward when it comes to talking to people of the opposite sex.
This is my favorite segment.
Actually, you'll get a
It
fucking...
actually is hilarious.
So back when Pokemon Go was a thing.
Oh boy, that's how you start off any great story.
That's back when Pokemon Go was a thing.
Way back in the summer of 2016 when I was still a
When I
young...
played Pokemon Go.
Every day.
We were... Cody's on Valor and I'm on Instinct. And we were both just beating the shit out of a gym because it was Mystic.
Gangbang.
And these girls rolled down their window and they were on their phones and they're like...
Now, let's be honest. I'd rate both of these girls probably a 3.
Cody also is very strict. Like, he's very picky, but...
I'm picky with my
They
ladies.
go, what are you guys doing? And immediately I locked up and went, Pokemon Go! And I just stared at them.
They thought that he was crazy for at least 4 seconds. But I was laughing my ass off for at least 3 years, so I'm pretty sure they realized that he was just an idiot.
Nice.
Then there was a time I went to the movies, and there was this very pretty girl working up there, and I was like, and she's like, enjoy your show, and I said, you too. And I'm like, wait, I didn't mean to say that. She's like, oh, so you don't want me to enjoy the show? I was like, that's not what I mean. That's not what the context of this conversation's about. And you're not going to see the movie. I am, and clearly... And I just walked away.
I so wish that I had done that. Because he tells me this story like at least once a week, and I just think, I wish I had been there. Because there's so much shit I could have said.
You know, guys, honestly, the fact that, and this is like with creation, I'm surprised, like, really that I made it anywhere creatively. Well, I'm really not. I'm surprised that anyone who's like supported by like 2 loving, supportive parents, if they're raised by 2 loving and supportive parents, you're not going to make it anywhere creatively because nothing squashes creativity like the power of unconditional love in a functional household.
You know, there's actually like a thing that goes with that. That's like the most depressed people are the most funny.
But if you have kids, just shit on their dreams a little bit.
Lesson to all parents who might be watching this: just punch your kid every now and then.
Pretty much.
Beat him in a drunken stupor. Like that's how
the creativity spurns forth.
You guys want to hear a good heaven joke?
You know what? Sure.
You know, so Joe asked God, how much is a penny worth in heaven? God replied, $1 million. Joe asked, how long is a minute in heaven? God said, 1 million years. Joe asked for a penny. God said, sure, in a minute.
That's a good one.
Beautiful.
It made me giggle.
I never laugh. It was funny. Bye.
So you did mention, so you guys may see it, doing a Pokemon MMO playthrough, didn't you?
Yes, we did talk about this.
I meant to look up what Pokemon MMO is, and then I did not.
Well, I went to work this morning, and I came back, and Cody and his dad...
I was just in my room butt naked, jacking off.
Cody and his dad were like, well, we're going to go see Wonder Woman at 2. And
I did not say this because I was not privy to this information.
Cody and his dad were jacking off.
They
just together.
Father and son bonding.
Son, you have terrible technique.
Here, try this.
What you got to do is you got to massage the prostate.
Have you ever tried the pepper grinder?
Pepper grinder?
It's where you grind like this and
you
just
get
a couple
you
good
just
taps.
Try the ketchup bottle, you shake it real fast.
You ever do the onion mincer?
I call this one the banana slicer.
Oh, what's this one? Well, I call this one the broil room.
What you got to do is you got to take your dick, shove it in a pot of boiling water.
Oh, God. This is actually probably the best podcast we have
actually
ever
no joke. Yeah.
made.
You know, speaking about dicks, yesterday we were talking about how you can break your dick.
Yes, we were.
Didn't you explain to us it was because there was 4 cylinders in your dick? There's 3 cylinders in your dick.
Cylindrical tubes, yes.
That they just pop if you know your girl's right, you cowgirl.
Science. Here is some important facts. Some sexual acts that could indeed break your penis. So when the woman's on top,
the reverse cowgirl.
That is the most common way a fracture occurs is when the female's on top.
That's why we don't put women in charge.
No, the penis comes out and then the attempt to go back in, you miss and you hit the pelvic bone or the buttock or something that's not allowing the passage of the penis, and the penis is getting bent suddenly, and those pressures go sky high, which result in a tear. In fact, in 2014, there was about 42 penile fracture cases. About 14 of them happened with the woman on top.
Wait. You said 42? The answer to the life, the universe, and everything?
42 penile fractures is the answer to life.
It makes sense. I can see it now.
So here's another one. Reverse cowgirl is another way you can break your dick.
Yeah, I thought the girl being on top was reverse cowgirl. Maybe I was wrong.
Reverse cowgirl, if her ass is facing you, if she's looking at you, then it's just...
Here's one that you two gay boys got to watch out for. Anal sex.
Really?
Yes.
Evan, we're going to stop right now.
Basically, stop. Really, you're doing it during...
We've been doing it this entire podcast.
Really? For about an hour, really?
For about 50 minutes, we've been going at it.
Vigorous masturbation is another way to break it.
How hard you got to be jacking off to break your own dick?
Got to be reaching Mach 5 speeds.
What's unfortunate is the poor bastard that has to go into the ER and go, how'd you break it? Well, you see, I was with a beautiful young dame who was riding my penis, and then she broke it, and they see the burn marks on their hand from how furiously they're fucking jerking it.
They had already came like 4 times. They had to get that last one in.
So here's one that I gotta watch out for: a violent hand job.
A violent hand job. Yes. When you're doing the pepper shaker.
When you're doing the fucking salt mincer, you gotta watch out.
Now, you gotta be careful of the salt grinder.
If you're bending the penis in an attempt to get rid of an unwanted erection, you can also break your dick.
Who bends their dick to get rid of an erection?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, go away boner, just twist into a pretzel.
No, I would bend it upward and then put it under my gut.
I just remember being it was right before my freshman year of high school. I took what's called summer oral communications.
Oral.
Yeah. It was stupid. It was a stupid class.
Really? It sounds like it'd be a great time.
You took it, and so fuck
Did
up.
I take it?
Yeah, OC.
Oh yeah, or you took it over the summer. Though.
Yeah, I took it over the summer, and I remember it was freezing in that room where we were taking it. 'Cause it was
in the summer?
It was in the middle school, and our middle school had really good AC. And I remember I had to stand up and give a speech, and all of a sudden I had an erection. I was wearing gym shorts because I took summer gym right afterwards, and I had to stand up and give this speech. And the entire time, I kind of like bent a little bit, and I gave the presentation. I sat back down. I thought no one saw it until around the end of freshman year when in my English class, my friend Tyler goes, "Hey, Evan, remember that one time you had a boner while presenting in summer OC?" And I just looked at him and I'm like, "No,
no, I don't remember that." How do you wait? You said it was freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
How did you have a boner if it was freezing cold?
Extreme temperatures can cause an erection.
I've never. When it gets cold, my dick like retreats into my body.
What was that?
Why'd you say that in such a defensive way?
What?
Well, sometimes extreme temperatures can cause an erection.
It's because extreme temperatures cause an erection.
I was just stroking my knob under the...
The OC teacher was kind of hot. She was giving me the eye.
She wasn't fucking... I'm not going to say her name.
Don't badmouth the teacher. They might watch this podcast.
She actually might. She's my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't just... Whoever that teacher is, you're a bitch.
No, you're a nice lady.
I was...
you.
She is. For every single year in high school, I was in the play. My senior year...
Oh, I know exactly who you had.
She didn't cast me. And I was pissed. I'm like, you couldn't have given me like an extra role or something?
I've done it. You're a whore. You're a cunt.
It's like, I've been in theater every single fucking year. You gonna be a cunt about it?
You know, I actually have a good question. If you're homeschooled, how easy is it to get into the clubs at your school?
Well, you know, we had one club, and it was called Being Alone. And I was the club leader. I was the president of the Alone Club, and I sat in my room and jerked off during lunch break.
Sounds like a good club to me.
So my lunch break was every day. By the way, there was no scheduled lunch period, so I was just always in my room jerking off, eating a bowl of Fruit Loops, doing schoolwork.
So I do kind of want to ask.
Wait, hold on.
Did you have time? Did you do it through an online system, or did your mom or your dad actually?
Online system.
Okay.
System.
What is it like?
K-12?
Wait, K-12 or what's the other one?
I think Khan.
Khan.
Good old Khan Academy. That's how I passed my chemistry
Oh my
class.
god, I actually remember that. Yeah, I had a couple classes that used that.
Well, here in Florida, we have a system called FLVS, and it's essentially an entire school, but on the computer. There's different courses, assignments. You have a whole textbook, things like that.
Fuck, dude, I used to live in Florida.
And
Random interjection there.
Yeah.
I took this class. I'm all graduated. I'm graduated both college and high school. I'm done. Don't have to do anything else.
So you've already graduated college as well?
Yeah.
How much did it cost you?
Nothing. High school.
Oh, you took like a college credit plus where...
Well, I went to a VOTEC school, which means I am nationally certified to work on appliances now, as well as I am EPA Type 1 certified, which means I can work on residential appliances that take refrigerant 5 pounds or less. So that's your refrigerators and your residential air conditioners.
I can give people Band-Aids for their boo-boos.
Same.
And emergency oxygen.
I can't do that.
I do have my emergency oxygen certification.
I never got my I never got my CPR license, so I just sucker punch people in the chest whenever they're dying.
You do like what Larry the Lobster did in that episode.
Please, darn you!
Oh. I remember being younger. I was actually visiting my grandfather down in Louisiana, and we were watching.
He drowned, so you said breathe, darn
breathe, darn you. No, what happened is we were watching the news, and it's like this young man saved his friend's life by watching SpongeBob SquarePants, and the kid had legitimately seen that episode. And I'm just imagining this like 11-year-old kid just beating the shit out of his friend, trying to get him to breathe again.
Breathe, darn you! And he said that exactly.
Oh,
there were eyewitnesses to recount this. No, Evan and I are both lifeguards that work at the same building.
Yeah,
because we are.
It's because there's one indoor facility within any fucking reasonable distance of our town.
That is straight up true.
But
we live in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere.
Yeah, I used to live down in good old Panama City on the Emerald Coast. I hated it. Might have lost Damien.
I'm sorry, I'm now getting involved in some Twitter drama.
Oh,
ooh.
Jesus.
We need a live update feed right here.
Right.
Yeah. So,
hold on, let me DM Keemstar.
Does it have anything to do with the ass pick of the night?
Ass pick of the night. No, basically, my one of my buddies, VWQ, tweets out this, and if you're not familiar with the commentary genre, then you won't really get much of this. But he tweets out, when you have a child and you quit your real job to work on YouTube and now it's your only source of income to provide for your family, and then you end your podcast, join another podcast, then end it. Now YouTube also cut its ad revenue to 10%. You need more money, so you revive your old dead podcast where you added your best friend for being a predator. And then it's a picture of the smiley face, but it's dressed up to look like a YouTuber known as Bionic Pig, who we're not really friends or mutuals, but he says, just funny, saw this pathetic at real VWQ. That's all I have to say. And then one of my mutuals, Elvis, replies with, yay, let's make a meme out of a very complex situation, make a YouTuber look bad and shit on his financial struggles. Decency 101.
I followed none of that.
Basically, someone made fun of someone else's financial situation, and it didn't look very decent, and I'm going to put my 2 cents in because I'm on good terms with VWQ, and I'm on good terms with Elvis, and I kind of just give my opinion on it.
Nice. What is the internet for besides sharing opinions and
insulting other people for their opinions?
Giving Keemstar clickbait.
Right.
Or
guy.
Evan, are you cracking open a cold one with the boys?
I guess my Fago Moon Mist
still counts.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Got that big 24-ounce Fago Moon Mist. Here in this bottle, we got three servings, each with 100 calories each. That's 300 calories per bottle, and I've drank 3 of them. Well, this is my third.
Seriously? I'm still on my first. Little known fact, we're sponsored by Fago.
Remember, kids, Ayo, it's Fago.
I responded. I said, talk about low blows. I don't have any personal gripes with the guy, but I think it's clear you crossed the line there. Shame. I think we've hit an hour.
We're at like 59 minutes, 59 seconds. All right, now we've hit an hour. We've
Thank
just
you, ladies
hit
and
an
gentlemen,
hour.
for watching the Profane Entertainment Podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a like down below, comment down below. He went on as a guest next to. We can't guarantee you he'll be on. Thank you to Loudmouth for being on. No problem. Happy to be on this podcast. Thank you, Loudmouth. No problem. Let's give a hand to our hosts, Evan and Cody.
But seriously, Damien, where can they get a hold of you at?
You can find me at twitter.com/LOUDMOUUTH Loudmouth, or can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/C/loudmouthbigboy.
And we're gonna link all that shit in the description anyway.
Yeah, it'll be down in the description.
It'll be in the description below. Like, comment, and tell us that we suck massive bear dog.
I'll put them in bit links.
Put them in bit links. Ew.
Yeah,
Put them
I
in
use
tiny URLs that
AdFly.
actually put them in tiny URLs that actually lead to viruses.
oh my.
Just dox anybody who clicks on the link.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. Bye.
Goodbye.
Say bye, everything.
I said it twice now.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Fucking bye. Get out. Click out. Click out of the. Don't leave the video right now. Go. Get out.
Unsubscribe.